What's going on, guys? Rob Reese here. Thank you so much for checking out this episode. Today on the podcast, we have a very special guest. His name is Dan Bradley. Now, if you don't know who he is, that is completely okay because Dan is absolutely a brilliant online marketer. He's been online with affiliate marketing since 2016. And today I'm very excited to have him on the show because he started pretty much exactly the same time I did. I was working for a legal software sales firm that ended up folding. And I knew the writing was on the wall, so I was digging everywhere online to try to figure out a different way of making money. I had always been in corporate sales. I had previously left a couple of Fortune 1000 companies in the digital security space, cybersecurity space, and I was a sales rep for these companies. And eventually, I just got tired of dealing with corporate America. And I got started around the same time Dan did. Now, he's originally from the UK, so you're going to hear that funny accent that everybody loves, that immediately everybody thinks that they're smarter. They have a few extra IQ points because of the UK accent. But he's been living in Mexico for the last 9 years, where he met his wife and started his online business journey due to a lot of different work restrictions. Now, Dan has actually done it all. He went from helping JV Zoo design their marketplace to creating YouTube content and doing launch jacking and creating content. He's been working with top names in the industry like Michael Chaney on high ticket sales as of recently. But he's built a solid reputation in the online space as somebody who's done really great with running traffic and solo ads. And I thought with his brand new launch coming up in the next couple of days here, that it would just make sense for us to actually invite him on and have him kind of open up a little bit about this new product that's coming out. I think it's absolutely fantastic product. He's put out nothing really but incredible things in the past. So I thought, you know what? Let's have him on. Let's get him on here. Let's get him under the hot seat, if you were, and start talking about Profit Kickstart. So, Dan, I really, really want to say thank you for coming on the show. How's it going? How you doing?
Hey Rob, yeah, thanks ever so much for having me on. It's been great to connect with you again, and I'm excited to be here. It's we're obviously at the minute getting ready for a launch, and you know what it's like. There's 150 things going on at the same
That's
time,
right.
and it's great to connect with you.
That's right. Thank you so much for agreeing to come on. Now, we were talking about, kind of getting started within the online business, specifically with affiliate marketing. And I wanted to ask you kind of what was the thing that made you jump into it? I just absolutely hated having bosses. It wasn't a tough financial time for me. It wasn't anything other than I couldn't stand the guy yapping in my ear telling me I had to do this, I had to do that. What was the kind of thing that clicked for you and said, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I need to be able to run my own business. What was that process like for you?
Yeah, so for me, it actually came about kind of as a forced situation. So the first thing that happened was that I'd been made redundant. I'd had a really good job and was earning great money, and life was kind of pretty good. And I'd been made redundant, and at the same time, I was moving to Mexico, and decided to take a trip. I met my now wife, and decided that I wanted to stay here. Now, of course, the big problem for me was that I had no sort of legal rights to be able to work here in Mexico. And I certainly didn't want to try and find a local job that was, kind of not very well paid. So I decided that I wanted to try and do something online. I wanted to build something. But like most people, there's so much information out there. It's kind of a nest. You've got to try and find what works. So what I actually did, and kind of what got me into this world was I actually bought a product on a site called Flipper. So Flipper.com, I don't know if perhaps people in the audience will know about it, where people actually sell kind of businesses or software tools. So there's something that someone's already created. They show sort of how well it's done, and you buy them and kind of buy the business and go in. And I actually found a product that was for sale on there. It was $800. I remember at the time it was $800, and it was a product from Ivana. It was a product that they'd launched, sold. I just saw all these sales that they'd made during launch. And I thought, wow, for $800, this business is incredible. And so I bought it. And that was my first kind of introduction to Warrior Plus, where they had the product hosted at the time. And of course, it was one of those products that they did really well because they knew how to market it. And I sort of ended up buying this business, but had no clue what to do with it. And so that was my introduction to Warrior Plus. That's where I found this marketplace. And then it was just a matter of really, watching what people were doing and saying, okay, the people that are making money here, what are they doing? Because, I tried buying a couple of little products and stuff, but I really wanted to focus on the people that are here making the money. What are they doing? And how can I get a piece of that?
Now, what do you think was, and I know that for me, when I first started, there was a disconnect, particularly when buying products. And I don't want to just throw products under the bus. We all know that bad products exist, but there's only so many times you can use that as an excuse. What do you think is the biggest disconnect for those who are first getting started but are not seeing the results that they believed were possible from purchasing a brand new product? What are some of those roadblocks and things that maybe you've learned over the years from a perspective of you've established yourself now, and that now you can look back at the brand new person and seeing the things that they're engaged in? What are some of those things that you're noticing that's causing so many people to fail right out the bat?
Yeah, so I think, one of the biggest things, you just mentioned it there, some of the products obviously are not great, but actually there's usually something in most products that can be useful, that could be good. But the biggest problem that I find, and I have a number of coaching clients, and the biggest thing that I find with them is it's this shiny object sort of syndrome, if you like. So, it's fine just starting something and then you'll get an email about something else, or you move on to something else. And so, you kind of are just starting a number of different businesses. But I think really, the main sort of point of all of this is that it's not as easy as perhaps some people think, but it also is not as complicated as people think. It's just about being consistent and sort of following the right steps. But obviously, we've all seen those products that are, push a button and we're all going to be millionaires by lunchtime, right? Those obviously are not products that you probably want to be really getting involved with. I would highly recommend people to find actual good quality training that, yes, there is a few things we have to do, but once you've done that, and once you've got those systems set up, then it really is sort of much more plain sailing, if you like. But just be consistent, stick with something, and give it a chance to work. I bought several things and I try it, and oh, it hasn't made me any money in 2 days. Let's try something else. Okay, just give things time and be consistent would be my best advice.
Now, what would you say, to the beginner who's just starting and they're committed to actually giving this a go? What are some of the starting points of advice that you would go beyond just, hey, stick with it? Is there a particular amount of time somebody should dedicate to one single thing in order to, see whether or not this is a legitimate option for them? And what are some of those additional steps beyond, hey, you know what? Make sure you stick with it for the first 90 days and make sure you have these things in order as well. What are some of those pieces of advice that you would give somebody brand new?
Yeah, so I would definitely say, I mean, look, if you were to start any business, there's not really any business out there that you're going to be able to walk in on day one and start making great money. If you were to think about the brick and mortar stores, you would need to invest. You would obviously take time potentially to build that business up. And so you've got to kind of think about that with the same sort of hat on when it comes to online businesses. So, it's about finding the right person, the right mentor, really, that's able to actually work with you sort of step by step and show you what to do. But I think, one of the biggest things is just sticking with it. So, I mean, in terms of a time frame on it, I actually have put together an interesting kind of guarantee for this product that we're about to launch. And what I'm saying is, I've put obviously a 60-day money back guarantee. You can find that everywhere. But what I've said is, look, follow the training, go through what I show you, and if you haven't made your first commission in 30 days, then reach out to us here and we will work with you one on one until you do. Because I know that anyone that follows this for 30 days will be in a position to start making commissions. And if they haven't, it's probably just a fact of something hasn't been quite understood in the right way, and we can overcome those roadblocks. So I'm quite confident about saying those things. But I definitely think anything that you do, it's going to take a little bit of time, but 30 days of really doing stuff. There's no reason why you can't be getting great results. The benefit of online stuff is you can do it at any time of the day or night, right? So if you have a day job, or you want to spend time with the kids, or you've got other family commitments, you're caring for an elder relative or whatever. The beauty of an online business is, as long as you're doing the steps and following through what you need to do, you can pretty well do it on your time schedule. And so just find the time, craft it out, and stick for something with 30 days, and you'll be amazed at how well it can go.
That's really encouraging to hear, because one of the things that frustrates me, and I know that a lot of people in the audience it frustrates them, are these large promises. And I love how within your guarantee is that if you don't make your first sale, let's talk about those baby steps. Okay, now. You're not making these grandiose guarantees on income, which is one of the reasons why I really enjoy your content, the things that you put out and work pretty hard on. But with that said, what are some other misconceptions that people have kind of had either drilled in their head by these gurus that are just trying to take money from people? What are some of these misconceptions that people need to shed in order to actually do well with a program like yours?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing really is, and something that people are probably very used to seeing, particularly in the marketplaces where we are, is kind of these big promises of, you're able to earn these crazy amounts of money and making it sound like there's absolutely no work involved. Now, don't get me wrong, it's marketing, but realistically, anything that you're looking to invest in, because that's what it is, right? Anything you're buying is an investment. The idea is you're investing in it for your future, whether that is to learn something or to get a piece of software that's going to help you get your results, in a short time period, whatever it is. But it's an investment. And so, when you're going to make an investment like that, just look at who's putting stuff out. What have they done and how do they make their money? If someone's releasing a new product that's, completely different every day, every sort of 2 or 3 weeks, you want to say, how are those people actually making the money? And the chances are they're making the money from people just buying their products, right?
That's right.
So find people who actually, have made that. So if you're going to buy an affiliate marketing course, find an affiliate who's made some great affiliate sales. If you want a particular product about YouTube, for example, find someone who's done well on YouTube, right? Just find somebody who's done what they're showing you to do, not just who's created some flashy sort of push button software that claims to give you the world.
That's excellent. Now, before we start talking specifically about the new launch of yours, what are maybe a few quick win strategies for somebody starting out that you can provide?
So it really, look, if you're going to do affiliate marketing, and the reason why I love affiliate marketing is because somebody else does so much of the work. And
That's right.
coming back into producing a launch has just reminded me how much work goes in to a launch, right? So affiliate marketing, you can earn up to 100% commissions. Someone else has created the product, right? Someone else has to handle support. Someone else has to handle all the payments. And that's a hassle on its own these days with PayPal, Stripe, and all the rest of them. So you can kind of get in. So I would highly recommend affiliate marketing. And a great way that I've made money over the years has just been incredibly simple. Build a list and email them. Now, building that list, everyone gets really stuck on that and they think it's very complicated. But you can build your list. We talked a little bit there about launch jacking, right? You can go after other products and you can put out review videos or create content, which is great. But just make sure on the back end of that, when you're going to give your custom bonuses, you take that email address, right? You get the email opt-in, they're now on your list. Same if you want to do solo ads, we can show you how to do that, or you want to use Facebook. The traffic isn't that important. What's most important is that you're building that list.
And
From
what you do
everywhere
with
out
it,
there,
right?
build that list.
That's right.
And you own it, right? You any day of the week, YouTube can say, we don't want your content anymore, you're gone. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of them, you're gone. With your email list, if I fall out with my autoresponder, I just take my list and I move somewhere else. Those leads are always mine. And I think anyone starting out, you've got to look at it as the number one priority is building a list.
Collect that email because you can communicate with them over and over and over again, and this is where the real rubber hits the road. I agree 100% with that. Now let's talk about your upcoming product, okay? And your upcoming product is called Profit Kickstart. Is that correct?
Yeah, Profit Kickstart.
Now, let's talk about these things that you're calling magic funnels, okay? Because I'm always a little weary when there's the word magic that pops up. But I'm just, of course, kidding. But it sounds like you've built something that's really unique here. Can you share maybe some of the reason why you even came up with this product?
Yeah, so this product basically is just a reflection of what I've kind of been doing in the background. And so you'll notice, for people who are in and around the industries, you've probably seen me around for a long time. But for several years, I haven't been chasing launches, right? So I haven't been going after launches particularly because I created what I've kind of dubbed these magic funnels. And so what that allowed me to do was to actually bring traffic in from several different places, getting people to opt in, and then actually able to kind of run them through a sequence that gets me paid. And this is exactly what we share in Profit Kickstart. And again, it's one of these big misconceptions that, when you get a new lead in, you can't instantly sell them something. We send people straight to an offer, and a lot of them already convert. We get what we call front end sales. And then the sort of process on the back, where we take them through a process where, people need to know me, like me, trust me before they're going to make a purchase, right? So we do that kind of process to build trust and a relationship with them, and then we can obviously keep selling them. So it's just a way that I can set up my list, and every time a lead comes in, it just automatically goes through that system and it kicks up some commissions for me. When they make purchases and things like that. So it just means that I'm able to step away from that business, work on other things. And every time a lead comes in or leads that are on there, I just build out that autoresponder sequence. And people have several weeks, months worth of content to run through.
That's excellent. It sounds like you really put a lot of thought and effort into building something that somebody who is brand new looking to get started with affiliate marketing can truly say, you know what, they are building a brand new business. Now, as far as the launch is coming out in a couple of days here, and the people who are watching through either YouTube or Facebook when this gets released, would you say that this is mainly for those who are struggling to get started with affiliate marketing to see results, or would you say this is for somebody brand new? Who is the perfect audience for this?
I think both, right? The reality is, I know that there's a lot of kind of frustration out there with people who've tried different things and for whatever reason, just it hasn't clicked, it hasn't worked. And I think that need and kind of, as you mentioned, to build a real business. Okay, that's what this is all about, right? This isn't, if you're looking for something which is going to be, you push a button and we're going to be millionaires by lunchtime, this is not the product. Okay, and if that's what you're looking for, this isn't for you. But if you are serious about wanting to do what actually affiliate marketers are doing, right, which is they're building lists, they're emailing about products, they're finding a way to kind of build a relationship with their audience so that their audience buys from them, then if that's what you're trying to do and that's what you want to achieve some real sales, then this is the course for you.
I'm so excited about this launch that's happening on Wednesday. I believe that's October 1st. Is that correct?
October 2nd.
October 2nd. Sorry about that. October 2nd. If you are struggling with making money on affiliate marketing, if you're having a difficult time figuring out how this business model works, if you're looking to get started and you're not looking for the flashy car immediately, you're not looking for the big riches promises right out the bat, this is a product done by an ethical marketer who is just going to tell you exactly what you need to know in order to get started and to start seeing results as soon as possible. Those results certainly vary. Those results are not guaranteed. But if you stick with the model is what works. And I know that this is a product that's going to do exceptionally well because of who's behind it, the team that you guys have. I see that that you have a great JV partner who I absolutely love from many years ago. He's helped me a bunch, and I'm so happy to be a part of this launch. When people decide, okay, you know what, I want to go in, what can they expect from getting started? What does that look like getting up and running? How long is it going to take? Give us a little walkthrough of the first couple of days and what the user is going to experience.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you're absolutely right. We've really put together a great team here. Richie, I work with a fantastic guy, and we've got an awful lot planned, together. And so that's been a really great relationship, and it's going to be very, very good as well for our audience. We both bring very different skill sets. But come together to kind of really help people there. So that's the first thing to talk about. In terms of when people get on board with us, the first thing that we're basically going to give you, I mean, this is a 90% done for them business, okay? So actually what we call the magic funnels there, they're all actually set up for them, okay? So you don't have to go and create them. You're actually able to kind of leverage me and my brand to make them happen. And so it's just the simple steps of following through the steps and learning sort of how you want to do it. And there are a couple of sort of upgrades there if you want to make it quicker or less work. And certainly we'll talk in a minute about the sort of traffic upgrade, because I think that's something quite unique that we're offering and that we've put together. But certainly in terms of the first few days, it's just going to be a matter of creating the actual opt-in pages. We show you how to do that. We show you how to do that both in my favorite software, which we talked about before, which is Convertry, and we also show you people how to do it in a free version as well, if you're just starting out and you don't want to invest in a page builder. So we show you several different ways of how to do this, how to get those email lists set up, how to make sure that you're actually getting in the inbox, right? Because email marketing is a little bit more difficult these days than perhaps it was 12 months or even 24 months ago. But it's still an incredible way to reach your audience, and we just show you how to do it the right way. So that's really what to expect in your first few days of coming in with us. And of course, we back it all up with proper support. There's not that many products out there that, at this price point would give you that kind of guarantee of, look, follow this for 30 days. And if it doesn't work, we will work with you until you make a commission. And, if you go 60 days and you find that this just isn't for you, we'll happily refund back your investment, no problem at all.
That sounds a really great option for brand new people and people who are struggling. Now, I'm looking at your funnel. I really like what you have available here because you have an initial bump offer that's going to be VIP behind the scenes. Look at a recent campaign that you did. Why don't you walk us through the rest of the one time options that are going to be available in the funnel. So, if they are interested, they'll be able to actually get involved with some of these additional upgrades.
Sure. So the first upgrade, basically OTO1, if you like, is the done for you, right? So this is where you can basically, rather than having to actually create those pages yourself, rather than having to actually write the emails, you can just plug into our system, okay? So you can actually get it all done for you. And so that's really what the first upgrade is about. So if you're wanting to get results quicker, or perhaps you really want to make sure that you're going to have someone who's set everything up and everything is connected in the right way. Now look, we show you how to do this in the course. This is by no means a compulsory upgrade. This is by no means something that you have to have, but it is definitely something that's going to help people who want to move much quicker, and also want to make sure that they get set up in the right way. So that's the first upgrade that'll be offered. From there, you move on to the second one, which honestly is something that I've never really seen other marketers do. And I know why, because it's been quite a challenge for us to get set up. But what we're offering basically in OTO2 is a few things. So first of all, it's some advanced traffic training, okay? So we show you some advanced methods, some advanced traffic strategies, and we actually jump on that's a live training call with me, and I walk you through that. So you can actually ask questions, so it's like an FAQ session as well. We also share our kind of black books. So where we actually get traffic from is so valuable. There's so many people out there selling solo ads, and there's so many people that are, offering those services. I have spent thousands and thousands of dollars on ads that really didn't work. And so I've got kind of this black book of our proven traffic providers that we've used, that we've had great results from, that we have relationships with, that people are able to kind of tap into. And also, and that second upgrade, and this is the bit that's kind of quite unique, is that we will actually give you 100 clicks to your opt-in page. And so that actually comes from us being able to bulk buy from our solo ad partners. We buy them sometimes into the tens of thousands of dollars a time. And then that traffic is able to be syndicated out across all of our users over a 30-day period. So, potentially with this offer, you've got the front end offer that'll show you how to do it. OTO1, which will help you do it much quicker, gives you the done for you. The second, we're even taking care of the traffic for you. If you're just starting out and you don't want to actually run your own traffic. And then we move to OTO3, which is all about AI. And so this is kind of 5 extra little income add-ons that you can do with AI, so that you're actually able to make more money. And of course, you're actually able to create slightly different income streams there as well. And then finally, we have what we call the Elite Alliance. And what this allows you to do, this is actually quite an interesting product because, well, we give you 100% on the whole funnel. So there's a product of ours that you're able to promote. You get approved to promote that. You get 100% on that. We also actually include you in high ticket commissions. So we actually give you, in addition to the 100% on the funnel, any of those people that go on and buy a high ticket product with us, we give you $600 commissions. So you can earn roughly 400 on the front end through the funnel at 100%, and it's about 420, I think, plus $600 on the upsell. So potentially one lead can make up to $1,000 for you. And so it's very unusual that marketers will allow you to get involved in the high ticket stuff. We do. Obviously, my business partner has been involved in high ticket for years. So it's some great high ticket stuff. And you just promote that one link that we share with you inside the program, and anyone that goes on and buys any of the funnel, 100%, any of the upsells, 100%, and also the high ticket, you get $600 per sale. So it's a really great potential for somebody just starting out. They're getting approved on a product, and they're getting everything that they need to make some really good commissions as well.
Man, it looks like you put together something really special here because, from what I can tell, is that every upsell that's available is an additional crucial piece of the puzzle that somebody needs to put together in order to really have a holistic setup business. So I'm very excited about this product. I'm almost a little bit more excited for your product than for my product launch. Okay, but I think what you guys did here is something that is not only helpful but absolutely needed for those who are looking to get started or have been struggling making money online, because it does really break down everything into its most basic necessity of what it means to build an affiliate marketing business. I think that this is absolutely going to be a winner, a big hit, and I'm hoping and nothing but the best. Folks, if you want to get started with this product, okay, make sure you click the link in the description of this video below for Profit Kickstart. Get started. The front end, from what I understand, is only $17.95. This is the only product that you actually need throughout the entire funnel, but I would highly, highly suggest picking up the entire funnel because it literally becomes a full business in the box. And all of those tedious things that you don't really feel like doing, writing the emails, putting together the autoresponder sequences, all of these little tidbit things that are absolutely necessary, and you should learn how to do these things. They provide the work done for you in this. Okay, I love AI, so that's like one of my most exciting upsells as well that you have available on OTO3. That's what my next product launch is going to be on. But let me tell you that this product funnel is dang near perfect for the brand new person. All said and done, you're looking at under 500 bucks, under 600 bucks for an entire business in the box. I highly suggest it. If you just want to get started, $17.95 right out the bat will get you going. It's under 20 bucks. It does not make any sense to let this go by you, because this is actually going to help you. It's going to help you build a business from scratch. It's going to help you grow and understand the basics of this business so that you don't mess up the foundation and you continue to build from there. Dan, thank you so much for deciding to put this out and come on the show and share with us about it. Is there anything else that you want to share with the audience before we go? Anything that I missed that should be pointed out about the product?
Yeah, well, thank you ever so much for having me. It's been great to be here and to get to tell everyone about it. This really has been a labor of love, over the past sort of months, really, that we've been putting this together. And, as we mentioned, everything about this course is really just built for someone who's either starting out, somebody who's, tired of failing, right? And the reality is, look, if you've tried several times and failed, it's not necessarily your fault. Sometimes it's just a lack of really building that foundation. And that's what we're trying to help people do. Build a great foundation. This is not, this isn't necessarily the one and all for your entire affiliate marketing journey, but this is going to give you an incredible foundation that everything else that you learn or software that you decide to pick up is going to be able to be built upon. So that's what I would highly recommend people do. Build a list, build a list, build a list. That's the best advice I can give people. It's always going to be yours. You're going to be able to market with it. So yeah, thank you ever so much for having us. I look forward to seeing you on October 2nd. And of course, look, if anyone's got any questions, our entire team, we're marketers. We've all started off in the same place. And so we really want to make sure that people are supported. So we have a support desk in place as well. If people have got questions, by all means, there's a link on the sales page. You can hit us up and we'll be happy to help you out, whether it's pre-purchase or post-purchase. We're here for you.
Excellent. I'm so glad and happy that you guys are doing this. Thank you so much for coming on. Really do appreciate it. Thank you for watching today's podcast with Wealth with Rob podcast. Thank you so much. I'm Rob Reese. Make sure you go ahead, grab this product. Go ahead right now and click in the description below. If you don't see it, go ahead and message me, put a comment. Make sure you like this video, share this video with your friends. Thank you so much, and make sure you subscribe to this channel because I'll be doing many more interviews like this and so much more. Thank you once again, Dan, for coming on the show. I really do appreciate it, and we will see you guys next time. All right, guys? Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys.